Now, the global EV sales hit 6.6 million 2021, of which we saw that out of that 6.6 million, 3.4 million EV cars were sold in China. This just simply means that China is really ahead in terms of these EV sales. Now, this just means that if you check the total number of sales that China sold alone in terms of these EV sales, you will realize that it constitutes to over 50% of the entire EV sales globally. Now, this just simply has to show you the strength that we are seeing in China when it comes to these EV sales. Now, this is something that is truly amazing. And with NIO as one of the stocks that we talk a lot about, which is the Chinese premium electric vehicle company, we are this brings a greater excitement or greater joy knowing that China is leading this EV market, or in this EV market. And we might see China, or we are going to continue seeing China leading this market even in the years to come, because now in January, guys, the total NEV sales, of course including the hybrids, went to about 431,000 cars, which is 135.8% year-over-year increase. Now, this is something that is truly amazing. Now, pure EV sales hit 335,000 vehicles, constituting to over 127% increase year-over-year. Now, this is only in China. Now, this has to show you of the great potential that lies within this Chinese country. This just has to show you of how dominant China is when it comes to this electric vehicles market, which is why we see big companies like Tesla fighting or also selling majority of their cars in China. So China is a big EV market supplier, which is something that is truly amazing and has to show you that the future looks bright for these companies that are selling their EV cars in China. Now, with all that, how does this positively impact NIO? You remember that NIO, it's one of the cars that is seriously liked in China, or so many of the people like NIO simply because of the kind of services which they offer, simply because of the fact that it is a premium electric vehicle company, which is something that is truly amazing. NIO falls under the same category of the cars like BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, this is something that is truly amazing and incredible. And with NIO, of course, expecting to finish the Jack NIO upgrades in the first half of this year, we can expect its delivery numbers to seriously increase. And you already know that already this year NIO plans to deliver 3 new models, namely the ET7, ET5, and the ES7, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, these, especially looking at the ET5 and the ET7, are the 2 cars that will seriously boost the NIO's total revenue, or the NIO's total deliveries on a month-to-month, which is the exact same thing that we are going to see NIO slowly but surely dominating, or we see it going to dominate this electric market in China. And not just in China, because you remember that NIO is not only a vehicle, or it's not only a premium vehicle company which is liked in China, but this is a company which is liked worldwide, because those of you, of course, that you watch the NIO Day, after that event we saw a lot of people around the world indicating that they want to go and buy the NIO ET5. They want to go and buy the ET5, which is the exact same thing we saw even when the ET7 was released. In fact, this is not something that I'm just telling you, or something that we are seeing in social media, because even one of the Mizuho analysts believes that 30% of NIO's total revenues will come out of China, which that, my friend, has to show you that NIO won't only do well in China, but it will also do well outside of China. So with these Jack NIO upgrades in the first half expected to come to completion, this will seriously boost NIO's total revenue, which is something that is incredible. Now, of course, guys, Jack NIO, yes, upgrades are good, but don't forget that NIO Park also expect NIO Park to start with the production around the Q3 of 2022. Now, this is good news, or these are good news, simply because you remember that the annual production rate at NEO Park is around 1 million EV cars, which is something that is truly amazing. And I believe it has to also motivate you to probably stay long onto this NEO stock, because like I said, the moment we start seeing finishing, or the moment we start seeing NEO finishing the Jack NEO upgrades, second phase, we are going to see NEO's capacity or production capacity going higher. And when their production capacity goes high, their deliveries will become more. Also with their NEO Park, the moment we start seeing NEO finishing the NEO Park, we are going to see production capacity going much higher, because their factory is quite massive, as it produces over 1 million EVs in a year or annually, which is something that is truly amazing. So the fact that we are seeing China continuing to improve in terms of EV sales or pure EV sales is something that must motivate you to continue loading the boat on this new stock, because it will do very well. Now this is good news, and I just thought I should just share this kind of news with you, because with the fact that we are seeing China EV sales continuing to rise, and with the developments that we are expecting NEO to achieve this year in terms of ramping up their production, we can all agree that this is a company which will do very well. And this is the company that will not only do well in China, but it will also do well outside of China. I mean, if you go right now and check the Norway sales or the Norway NEO sales, you will definitely agree with me that this is a company which is just set for greatness. This is a company which will do very well, which is why looking at where NEO is currently trading at, it is offering a good opportunities to investors to load the boat on this stock at these low trading prices, because this is a company which will do very well. This is a company that, of course, their services like bus which they offer to clients, it's one of the things that makes them to stand out from the other EV companies, which again, that is one of the things that will make NEO to do very well in the future. Otherwise, with all that, guys, NEO is a company which is set to do very well. And NEO, as these sales or these EV sales in China are increasing, NEO, since they are looking at, or since we are to expect NEO to complete ramping up their production this year, this just simply means that NEO will do very well. Also, especially that they are also planning to deliver 3 new models with the NT 2.0 platform. This is something that as an investor, it should excite you and make you to pile on this stock looking at its low trading levels. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press or click that notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, with all that, before you could load the boat on this new stock, please do make sure that you go out there, you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable when you're investing into this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.